In this video, we're going to show you how to install the blower motor on your Toyota Camry located underneath the passenger side of the dashboard. Now, if you fold the glove box down underneath, you're going to locate this plastic cover here. We'll go ahead and pop this off to access the blower motor. Now, we're just gently going to reach on the outer edge here, grab this and pull it down, and do the same over here. Just releasing the little tabs, securing that in place, set that aside. If you follow the glove box down, there's a lower board here. This is the knee board, and there's a Phillips head screw on either side, one on the left, one on the right. You want to go ahead, loosen and remove these. Set those screws aside, grab that panel. We're just going to gently pull that forward. And when you do this here, you're just releasing the metal tabs across the top side of this here. We'll set that aside. Underneath here, we have a bracket supporting these two connectors. And on the front side are two Phillips head screws. So you just kind of have to weasel up in here and get to these. You have to undo these two screws and you have to drop this bracket down. The other one is right beside it. Pull this out of the way. And while we're there, go right over to the connector here. I'm going to push in on this tab and pull this connector off. Pop that off. Now there are 3 screws holding the blower motor in place. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead, loosen and remove those. Now the screws holding the blower motor in place are a T25 Torx bit. You can also use a socket if you have one, but we're going to use the Torx bit here to go ahead and loosen these. I'm going to hold that blow motor up with one hand and spin that other screw out. Go ahead and drop that screw and lower that blower motor down and remove it from the vehicle. Now when you have the unit out here, we're going to show you there's 3 screws here, here, and here. This portion here will kind of go towards the inside or the firewall of the vehicle, and then the electrical connector is closer towards the front. Just go ahead and line that blow motor up, feed that up and in. Now at this point here, I'm going to try and get a screw started here. This point here, we have the motor set up in place, have all 3 of our screws started. Go ahead and snug these down. And once you fill that screw bottom out, you just want to make sure that it's good and snug. You don't want to over tighten it because you're just tightening into plastic and you don't want to strip that out. Now we have all 3 of our screws installed. Go ahead and take that electrical connector, line that up, push it on. You're gonna feel it in here, it snap into place, give it a little tug, make sure that it's secured. At this point here, we can go ahead and install our bracket right here. Let's install our bracket here. And try and get these screws started by hand first. Now before you tighten that screw down all the way, it's always a good call to go ahead and get the other one started. Once you get that one started, you go ahead and snug them both down. Once these screws feel snug, you'll be all set at that point there. You don't want to over tighten these as well because you're just tightening into plastic. Blower motor's in, brackets in place and secured. Let's go ahead and install the lower knee panel. We're going to line this up and press these little retaining tabs into the front of the dash. So I'm going to line up that panel. There we go, snapped into place. We're going to install our 2 lower Phillips head screws. Just snug that down gently. Do the same on the other side. After we have the lower knee panel in place, we need to install our undercover here. Line that up, push those little retainer tabs in place. Once you have that cover on, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.